Good day, and welcome to Zoyols News. I'm Michael Reed. As tensions surrounding the Iran conflict continue to grow, concerns are expanding beyond the battlefield. Experts are warning that AI data centers and other critical digital infrastructure could face increasing risks, raising new questions about cybersecurity and the future of global technology. I'm Michael Reed. The news begins now. Data centers have long been targets for cyberattacks, but physical strikes are a new development in 2026. Iran and the United States have attacked at least 5 data centers in the Gulf, including a reported second Iranian missile strike on an Amazon data center in Bahrain. AWS service dashboards showed regional disruption and satellite imagery indicated extensive damage. Early in the war, Iran signaled it considers data centers legitimate military targets. The IRGC published a list of 29 regional tech targets, including sites tied to Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Palantir. After a July 21 attack, Iranian messaging claimed Amazon was struck due to alleged links to U.S. military intelligence via cloud services and government contracts, alongside initiatives like the Joint Warfighting Cloud capability involving major tech firms. These regional data centers also underpin Gulf ambitions to become a third global AI hub alongside the United States and China. Saudi Arabia and the UAE have poured massive capital into AI, including sovereign wealth funding and large-scale data center plans like the UAE's Stargate project, reportedly involving partners such as OpenAI, Oracle, Nvidia, and Cisco. Across Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, pledges exceed $2 trillion in AI-related investment with the U.S., often conditioned on divesting from Chinese tech, aligning the region with Washington while increasing exposure to Iranian retaliation, analysts say. Analysts warn the attacks undermine confidence in the Gulf as a future AI investment hub and highlight how cloud and AI companies are increasingly intertwined with warfare and diplomacy. While data centers have existed for decades and have faced disruption through jamming and cyberattacks, the idea of facilities being physically destroyed marks a striking escalation. Why are data centers being hit now? AI has become economically central to the U.S. and Gulf economies, making disruptions highly damaging while remaining relatively cheap to carry out with drones. And attackers can argue the facilities may have military relevance because they don't clearly separate civilian from defense workloads, according to experts like UC Berkeley's Andrew Reddy. Because cloud facilities can host both commercial and defense-related workloads, companies like Amazon may be perceived as extensions of the U.S. state in a conflict. Yet data centers are essentially large warehouses filled with expensive equipment, and there are limits to how much they can be hardened against missiles or drones. So operators rely on redundancy and failover designs originally meant for natural disasters or cable cuts, now adapted for attacks. Redundancy means if one facility goes down, data and compute can often shift to other data centers. But the conflict raises major investment questions. Even with Gulf capital still flowing into AI, foreign firms may hesitate to build where assets can't be protected, and insurance for digital infrastructure is getting more expensive or unavailable, according to industry figures like Marsh's Joe Masayak. Even with insurance, companies can't offload all the risk, and surging costs for chips, construction materials, and labor make new facilities far more expensive. With demand booming and physical threats rising, a single high-profile site can become a concentrated, hard-to-mitigate liability. That is the latest on the growing concerns over AI data centers and the impact of the Iran conflict on critical technology infrastructure. We'll continue to follow the situation and bring you updates as new developments emerge. For more breaking news and in-depth coverage, stay with Zoyols News. I'm Michael Reed. Thanks for watching.